Okay, major update, guys. So we made it into Texas yesterday, and the flight was actually pretty rough. It wasn't extremely long, but it did get delayed, and they had to reroute to go around like weather. But it was like shaking and turbulent the entire time, which is actually the second time it was a pretty rough flight coming to Texas. But we made it. It's really, really hot. It's hot here. Obviously, summer in Texas, right? But we're here, and I wanted to let y'all guys know what we're up to. So we got in yesterday and getting everything settled. I am going to be doing a bit of live time, and I'm also going to be picking up my my video, like diary stuff, as well as my other videos. And I'm going to be here a little bit with Raven and the boys, just keeping to get them settled and stuff like that. And then I'm going to be headed back to Washington probably in about a month, maybe less than that. Okay, so some people have been asking if I'm going to still be going to Alaska this year or not, because I'm going to be in Texas a little bit longer than I had intended originally. So the short answer to that is yes, I am still going to be going to Alaska this September. Mid-September is the plan. Could possibly be as late as October, but I'm really hoping to get there in September. So yes, I am going to be here a little bit longer, but that doesn't mean that I'm postponing the Alaska trip, because I still have all of July and August. So I'll be in Texas throughout July, and I will be going back to Washington around the end of July, beginning of August. So then I'm going to prepare for my Alaska trip, and then in September, I'm going to go to Alaska. And if I do not make it to Alaska this year, I will not say I'm going to Alaska in a video again until I'm actually in Alaska. God bless and stay extreme. Almost lost my shoes on that one. So I actually have a little bit of good news. All right, so part one of the book that I've been working on is finished. It is available for purchase through the link in my bio. It's super cheap, and every penny towards it is for my Alaska fund. So if anybody wants to help me out or help out the Alaska fund and check out an interesting book, you can do it through the link in my bio. So let me tell you a little bit about it. It's called Survival Deadly Alaska. It is a survival horror day in a life adventure book. It's written by me, and it is totally fictional, but it does take place in Alaska. It is about a person who grew up in Alaska whose dad went missing on a supposedly haunted island, and it's his journey to try to find either his dad or some trace of what actually happened to him. I'm super excited about it, and I would love to hear your guys' opinion on it. If you want to check it out, it's through the link in my bio, and let me know what you think. Like I said, it's super cheap, and every penny to it goes to my Alaska fund. So if you want to help me out, you can purchase one of my books and hopefully get a good read as well. So let me know what y'all guys think. Thank you, and God bless. Okay, so we are about to head out to Raven's family's place. The boys, Raven and I, are headed over to Raven's family's place for the 4th of July. It's a big get together and stuff. 4th of July is a pretty big celebration. Now I know not everyone around the world celebrates the 4th of July, obviously. It's an American holiday, but I hope that you still have a super awesome and extreme time. If anybody's got any 4th of July traditions or any specific foods you eat, let me know in the comments below. I also have a confession to make, okay? So, I don't like mustard on my hot dog. I actually don't like mustard at all, and I put ketchup on my hot dogs. I do not put mustard on them. I've been told that that is the most horrible thing that some people have ever heard. But let me know in the comments below. Do any of y'all guys put ketchup on your hot dogs, or you all like mustard dogs? Just let me know in the comments below what y'all guys are doing for your 4th of July. I hope that y'all guys all have an awesome, extreme 4th of July, an ace 4th of July. Awesome, cool, and extreme. God bless, and be sure to double tap this video. I was going to read a small portion of the book that I wrote, Survival Deadly. It's available for purchase, digital download through the link in my bio. So here's how it starts. When I was a small boy, my dad used to take me camping, just the two of us. He taught me how to hunt, trap, fish, and survive off the land. He taught me a made-up form of sign language and signals in the forest to follow, like an X carved into a tree or carvings of types of animals. They all meant something different, and only we knew what they meant. Sometimes he would test me. I woke up once and he was gone, but he left me clues to find him, almost like an Easter egg hunt. Some people wouldn't have approved of his lessons or methods, but I always had fun and I learned a lot. We never camped in the same place twice. He would write down all about our trips, where we went, the latitude and longitude, the animals that we hunted. He would also sketch out pictures of everything. I used to love watching him writing it, but one day all that changed. He stopped letting me see what he was writing, and we started going to camp in the same place over and over. We'd move our campsite a little, but stay in the same basic area. We did less actual hunting and more exploring, almost like we were looking for something. He grew more and more cautious and started setting up traps around our campsite. He taught me how to set them up too, until eventually he stopped letting me come with him. I was heartbroken. Our camping trips were my favorite times. I loved it. When he was off hunting by himself, he'd be gone for months at a time. He'd write letters back and send them home. I would wait and wait for his letters, but they stopped coming, and one of the times he never came back. People went looking for him, but nobody knew exactly where he had gone. And Alaska is huge and unforgiving. Eventually, they stopped looking and everyone assumed he had died. But not me. In the back of my mind, I always thought he could still be alive, lost somewhere, surviving. But there was nothing I could do. Days turned to months, months to years. On October 13th, 2005, a strange man knocked on my family's door. As I came downstairs from my room, I heard my mother start to cry. When I asked why she was crying and who the man was, he introduced himself and apologized, saying, "I didn't mean to bring any heartache to your family. You see, I've fished these waters for 40 years, and I've never found no message in a bottle before. But a few months ago, I spotted a 5-gallon bucket floating in the water. I fished it out, just like I always do anytime I see something that tourists have thrown overboard or things that have blown off people's boats in the storms. But much to my surprise, there was an old journal inside it." He went on to explain he'd been looking for the family that it belonged to for months. He reached out to hand it to my mother, saying that he would be on his way, but she ran inside the house, crying uncontrollably. The old fisherman looked to me and again apologized as he handed me the old journal. I slowly reached up to take it, and just before my hand grasped it, I got an eerie feeling, and a chill ran down my spine. Once I had it in my hand, without saying a word, he turned and walked away. The hair was still standing on the back of my neck. I closed the door and locked it, then went up to check on my mother, but she swore she was fine and just needed some time alone. It was the same journal that my dad had written in for over a decade. It had all the places we had been, all the animals we had hunted. It had over 1,000 pages. As I flipped through the journal, the eerie feeling came over me again, just as I started getting close to where my dad stopped letting me see what he was writing. Right before I got to the unseen pages, all of a sudden there was a blood-curdling scream. I jumped to my feet, closing the journal. As I rushed downstairs, I found the scream had come from my mother. Frantically, I asked, "What's wrong?" She replied, "I feel so embarrassed." I was brewing some tea in an old pot, and when I went in to pull out the tea bags, I grabbed the tail of a mouse. It must have fallen into the brew and drowned. "I'm sorry, dear, I didn't mean to scare you." Still unnerved, I told her it was fine, gave her a hug, and went back upstairs to my room to finish reading the journal. Anyway, that's a small glimpse into it. It's available for purchase right now, digital download on my website through the link in my bio, and it will instantaneously download it to you. Hope you all guys like. If you do get one, be sure to leave a review, okay? God bless. Answer the question. How do y'all feel about cold brew coffee? I don't actually have a coffee machine where I am right now, because we just moved in and everything, and I'm actually going to be headed back to Washington pretty soon. But I've been drinking this cold brew coffee. I actually didn't even drink coffee until I was like 30 years old, literally. Didn't have a cup of coffee till I was 30. Didn't like the smell of it at all, and even to this day I over a creamer. But as for the cold brew coffee, it's convenient, but I don't know. It just doesn't seem quite as good as the regular, like I use the pod coffee usually. So you like buy the small pods, you put in the top, stab it through all extreme like, and then voila, you get hot coffee. The cold brew, it's handy, you know, I'm not complaining to have a little cold brew. But what are y'all guys' thoughts on it? Do y'all guys have any favorite type of coffee? What are your thoughts on cold brew versus hot? What are your thoughts on the pod coffee versus like regular, like granule coffee? What kind of creamer do you like in your coffee, if you like creamer at all? I actually, I like French vanilla, but it's not my favorite. My favorite is actually hazelnut. So I like the hazelnut coffee creamer. And I do prefer the coffee pods as to the cold brew. But y'all guys let me know what y'all guys think. I'm no coffee expert. I just know what I like. I mean, it's not a terrible cup of coffee. I'm not saying it is. It's just, you know, different than what I've been drinking and what I'm used to. But y'all guys let me know what kind of coffee y'all like in the comments below. God bless. Got a pretty big storm over us right now. It's supposed to pass over within like 30 minutes or something like that. Thundering like crazy, lightning like crazy. A few seconds ago, the ground out here was like completely dry. Got pools of water starting to stack up. Major thunder, as y'all guys can hear. The rain's not extremely torrential, but so obviously I've got a little tree under me, but it's supposed to blow over pretty soon. So just keeping y'all guys posted. We actually don't get storms like this in Alaska. We will get big storms like on the ocean and stuff with gigantic waves and stuff. But we don't have like lightning and thunder in Alaska. It just, the ions can't build up enough because of the mountains. They're too high. And storms though are really, really powerful. Actually, some of the worst storms I've seen is in Texas. Anyway, guys, just keeping y'all guys posted. God bless. Hey, so the rain has actually picked up quite a bit. Got some dark clouds surrounding us. My phone is all wet, so I can't get it to adjust. But yeah, rain picked up a lot, so we've got a bunch of dark clouds around us. Thunder going crazy. Got some lightning as well. We're supposed to be on the tail end of it though. It's supposed to be blowing past us just now. But it is actually pretty crazy weather down here in Texas. Just the way it's like goes from like almost completely nothing, like sunny, hot day, to be pouring down torrential rain. But like I said, we're on the tail end of it, so it's supposed to be just past us pretty soon. Also, this is partially why my phone has trouble working, because I'm out here in the rain, and I'm not sure if you can see like the raindrops very well on the phone, but you can see it on the ground there that it's coming down pretty good. But just keeping y'all guys posted on the weather. Nothing more powerful than nature itself, guys. God bless and stay extreme. So we were just hit with a flood warning here in Texas. So the original storm blew past us, but another one has hit us, and it's over us right now. A lot of rain, a lot of thunder. Water is pulling up on the ground. But they just issued a flood warning, so I'm just keeping y'all guys posted on what I'm up to. I normally like to film like weather when it's like crazy out or raining and stuff like that, but I figured I would keep y'all guys posted. So the storm last night was supposed to have just been a little bit where we hit the tail end of us, and it was supposed to blow past, and it did. And a little bit ago, probably about 30 minutes or an hour ago, this storm hit us, and I just got word that there is a flood warning right now, so I'm just gonna keep my eye out on everything and all, and just keep my eye out on it. I'm sure it'll blow over pretty soon, but just keeping y'all guys posted on what's going on here, and I'll let y'all guys know when the weather blows by. Anyway, guys, God bless. I have some huge news, guys, and I wanted to ask your opinion on it. It's pretty exciting. So to make a long story short, a production company is wanting to pick up my longer form content. It's not 100%, but I've been talking with them, and it looks like it's a definite, so we'll say 99%. Which brings me to my question. Okay, so as y'all know, I've been working on longer form content. I've actually been getting awesome response from it, and I've been having a lot of fun doing it. And I've been planning on doing my trip to Alaska. So a production company is wanting to pick it up. So essentially, I would become partners with this production company, and they would like handle the filming and editing of it and stuff like that. So it'd be a lot like me filming the show again, basically. And which is good. It's good. It's exciting. But when the show was initially put on hiatus, it was almost like a breath of fresh air, because it wasn't all this go, 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 always have a camera in your face. And I started working on here and several other sites, and I was just doing it all, you know, myself, which is kind of nice. And I was really looking forward to this Alaska trip, actually, just being up there by myself, documenting it, showing y'all guys just how real Alaska is. So I'm not sure if I should go with them or not. What do y'all guys think? Should I go with this big-time production company that's wanting to pick up my YouTube stuff? Or do you think that I should keep handling it myself? Let me know in the comments below, and God bless.